Now, in continuation with introduction to function, we will see an example program and try to understand how to define, declare and call a function. Now, in this example program, we would like to add two numbers. We will like to write a program using functions for adding two numbers. So for addition of two numbers, we have to provide two parameters of integer types, and the function we require to add two numbers, we call it as add function. The name of the function will be add. Next, the return type or the type of value that this function will return is of type integer because we are adding two integer numbers. So this particular thing is known as function declaration or function prototype. Now, this function prototype has been defined in prior to the main function. So this particular function int add int comma int, this add function will be having a global function, means it can be used anywhere within the program. Next, we will call this function. So for calling this function, we are calling this function as this add a comma b. Now what are a and b? So here a and b are the two numbers which we want to add. So here a and b will be nothing but these are the actual parameters, the actual values on which this particular add function will be executing. So a and b are the actual parameters and this is the function call. Simply add and a comma b. So here int, the first int data type will correspond to a and second integer parameter will correspond to b. Both are of type int. Okay, and this particular function has a return type as int. So this particular function will return a integer value. That's why we are putting a %t here. So add a comma b will return a integer value. So it will be nothing but it will be equal to a single value. Next, we will try to define the add function. So again, the same declaration that we have done in the function prototype will be here on also. Int add int comma int. Now in place of int comma int, we will give the parameters which will copy the values of actual parameters. So here a will be corresponding to x and b will be corresponding to y. So in place of x, the value of a will be copied, and in place of y, the value of b will be copied. So a and b will be passed to x and y. This particular thing is known as call by value. Here we are passing the values of a and b to x and y. So this is called pass by value. So we are passing the values of a and b to x and y. Next, we will define another variable sum and we will add this particular values x and y. So x will be holding the value of a and y will be holding the value of b. So x plus y will be equal to a plus b. Here only the copy of those values will be passed here. So x will keep the copy of a, y will be keeping the copy of b, x plus y will be 30, whatever values we will giving here. So 10 and 20 we are passing here 10 and 20. So in for a we have initialized 10, for b we have initialized 20. So x plus y will be holding the value 10 and 20 and the sum will be 30 because x and y are having a copy of a and b. So sum will be 30 and we will return this particular sum. So this particular value sum or this particular function add will return a value 30 if we give values, initialize the values as 10 and 20. So the idea is very simple. We have to pass a value to the function definition. We will keep a copy of a and b, the actual parameters, into the formal parameters. these parameters x and y are known as formal parameters. They will catch the values passed by a and b, and this particular function will return a value as integer value. So 30 will be returned. So in this case, this particular function is used to add two integer values. Likewise, we can define any number of parameters here, and we can define any function that we want to execute.